Good morning and welcome to Living Waters Church here in Palm Springs at 5000 Calais, San Rafael. And today we're studying still the book of John, the miracles that Jesus performed. And today we're on what's tentatively called the fifth miracle, Jesus overcoming nature itself. So today, I want to read to you John 15 through 21. When Jesus therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him king, he departed again unto the mountain himself alone. He still wanted to get away and pray and have solitude and talk with his Father and heal himself. If you remember, he was just coming from hearing the knowledge that his great friend, his cousin, was killed, beheaded, John the Baptist. And he had his disciples, and they were going away to contemplate, to pray, to be alone, to heal. And yet this great multitude came, and he created one of the biggest miracles by feeding 20,000 people, it's estimated, with 5 loaves of bread, and 2 fish. So then it says, and when eve now came, evening, it was becoming night, the disciples went down to the sea and entered onto a ship and went over the sea towards Capernaum, and it was now dark, and Jesus was not with them. And the sea arose by reason of great winds that blew. So when they had rowed about 25 to 30 furlongs, about 3.5, 4 miles, they see Jesus walking on the water, coming towards them. And they were frightened. They didn't know what this was, what ghost this was coming towards them in a sea that was very rough. They were very frightened. But Jesus said to them, "It is I, be not afraid." Then they willingly received him into the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land whence they were going. Immediately they arrived. Now, in John, the beloved, he doesn't go into great detail. He just doesn't fill in a lot of the blanks. So if we go to Matthew, though, Matthew 22 begins a more descriptive view of what was going on that day. And so in Matthew 22, and straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitude away. And when he had sent the multitude away, he went up unto the mountain apart to pray. He finally got to be alone and pray. And when evening had come, he was there alone. But the ship, with the disciples in it, was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the 4th watch, which is around 3 to 6 in the morning, so here's the disciples at from 8 o'clock at night till 3 or 4 in the morning, they're rowing on a lake that's frothing. Now this lake is one of the lowest lakes in the world. It's 700 feet below sea level. It's surrounded on 3 sides by mountains. It's like in a bowl. So when a breeze comes up, it stirs up the water. And these men have been on this lake most of their lives fishing. They knew it, but yet they were frightened. And when then the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit." And they cried out in fear. But straightway Jesus spoke unto them, "Be of good cheer, it is I." And then he repeated one of the phrases that's the most repeated in the Bible. "Be not afraid. Fear not." And Peter answered him, saying, "Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come unto the water." Now, Jesus didn't start a big dialogue with him. He just said, "Come." And Peter answered him and got out of the boat in faith. And when he saw the troubled waters and the winds blew, he was frightened and was beginning to sink, and cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?" Why did you doubt? Have not I showed you who I am? Have not I showed you all these miracles? But yet you still doubted. And when they were come unto the ship, the wind ceased, the waters stopped, and they began to worship him. "Thou art the Son of God." They finally got it. The disciples who've been with him now for probably 3 years, they got it. He's who he says he is. But yet they doubted. Just like we do in our day-to-day. We forget. We think our troubles are so enormous that there's no hope for us. And because of that, it pulls our eyes off of Jesus, off of the way, the truth, and the life. And we doubt. And we begin to sink back into the world, back into our old ways, back in doing it ourselves. Now in Mark it says that Jesus was going to walk by them, but they shouted out in fear. And that's what Jesus wants us to do. He wants us to shout out, "Help! We need your help. We need your assistance. We need the way. Show us again, time after time." And so here we are, sitting in church, being holy, yet doubting. We doubt that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and that if we just give him all our problems, we have none. And what happens if we get rid of every evil that we think, everything that's not of Christ? What do we have left in us? We have love. We have what we were made to be. We were made to worship God. If we get rid of all the evil in us, which we can, we have a guide, we have an example in Jesus how to live in this world and be righteous. How to put the world aside from us and be holy. To be full. To be who we were made to be. Not who we've become. We were made in God's image. We were made to be holy. We were made to worship. We are perfect worshiping tools if we want to. And then when we want to, if we do do that. It begins in your mind, it goes to your heart, it comes out in your mouth with the words you speak, and out of your hands in the deeds you do. So at times we doubt, and that's a good thing, because it allows us to then reestablish our relationship with Jesus by remembering who he is and the fact that he said, "Come unto me, all that are heavy laden. Give it to me. I will give thee rest. I will take your burdens and I will deal with them." Go and be who you were meant to be. My child, spread my word in this world, that all may hear and all may come to the knowledge that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and he was sent here to show us, to give us an example of how we can live and how we can serve others. Because that's what brings the most joy, is service. Not selfishness. Not me, 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 me. When you die and you realize others are equally as important, maybe even more important, the sick, the needy, the poor in spirit, the poor in financial wealth, the poor in worldly goods to protect the body, a home, food, clothing, shelter. Those are the people that need help. Those are the people Jesus came for. The meek of heart, the humble. So remember this in your daily ventures, in your travels, when you see those people that aren't quite like you. They don't look like you, they don't smell like you, they don't live like you. They are God's people, just like you are. They deserve your attention. They deserve your arms, your money, your help, your prayers. And when you take your prayers and turn it into action, you do things. You do good things. You serve God by serving your fellow man. Now the world is getting more and more evil. It's obvious. This is not of Jesus' kingdom. His kingdom is of peace and prosperity. And so as you go about your lives, remember this. We all need help. Those who seem godly, they need your prayers too. So if you need help, you can call anytime here at the church at 760-898-5848. Or you can reach us through the internet at info.livingwatersps.org, and we'll get back to you. We're a spirit-driven church spreading the Word of God worldwide. We're not only in Palm Springs, but we're worldwide. Coming together with others to spread the word of Jesus, that all may be saved. So bless you. Have a great week. Thank you very much.